Hey, Rochelle.
Hey, Dawn.
How's it going?
Good.
Welcome to Your Truth. Come on in. Come into the talk show that is all about you, meant for you. We have designed this talk show for you. Welcome to Your Truth. So, I've been driving these tips on how to save time for yourself in the morning for your weekly routine. So let's go over those. If you're new, come on in and listen to my time-saving tips for the week. Number one is you grocery shop once a week. You're gonna food prep. Healthy food prepping. So make a large bowl of salad. Mix up a large pan of boneless, skinless chicken. I buy the frozen bag of vegetables. I don't buy it fresh because it doesn't last. So you want to food prep. Have it ready. Then you're not thinking about what meal you're going to cook when you get home. Get those lunch bags, lunch boxes ready. You can get the snacks and prep those the night before. Not necessarily the sandwiches, but the snacks you can. Set the table the night before. Get the bowls, the spoons, the cereal boxes. Get it all out, neatly laid out on the table. I'm telling you, it saves between just doing that alone is going to save you 5 to 6 minutes off of your morning routine. Have your paperwork, all the papers signed for school. Doggy daycare, have that doggy bag ready. The leash is ready. Have a designated area already. We're going into starting the week off. Have a designated area that you're going to use all year long for your book bags, gym bags, all of that stuff. Have it ready to go for when you're ready to leave in the morning. So you want it all ready in the designated area the night before. So those are a few of my tips. Getting your clothes ready the night before. If you have a lot of energy, maybe get your clothes and the kids' clothes Monday through Friday. I know it's a lot, but maybe even just Monday and Tuesday. These are just tips. These are time-saving tips for you, designed to help you save time for you so that you have 5 to 10 minutes for yourself in the morning to meditate, to exercise, maybe go grab a cup of coffee with somebody. This is for you. No one wants to go to work all stressed out because you're trying to do these things, get everybody out of the house, or you and the dog out of the house, you and the cats, when you can do a few of these tips the night before. So practice them and enjoy that extra time. What do you think, Rochelle?
I think that we should give them some advice on how to not waste the extra time.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and how to make sure that you use it for positivity and you don't waste it in negative thoughts or getting caught up in other people's negativity.
Yeah. If you watched my Instagram, I just said how we're throwing negativity, negative thoughts in the trash. That's how we're starting off our new year. Positive thoughts at night, positive thoughts in the morning, and we are keeping the negativity at bay. We're keeping it in the trash so that we stay energized and positive and confident every single day. We're going to start off that way.
So when you know that you're going to have some extra free time tomorrow, because of the things that you're doing tonight or today to get ready for the next day.
Yep.
I think it helps if you plan out what you're going to do with that free time.
Ooh.
Instead of when it comes, just spending it watching TV or...
What do you think? What do you suggest? What would you do? If you had 5 to 20 minutes of free time in the morning or whatever your schedule is, what would you do?
I think on the nights that I do my routine and it gives me extra time in the morning, I could do 10 minutes of yoga. I could write out my to-do list for the day. I could listen to a podcast. You could spend some extra time on your hair and makeup.
Sounds
Things to make you feel better. Yeah, it really just all depends, I think, on what each person needs to make them feel more positive. But whatever you pick, it should be something that leaves you feeling more positive about the day that you're starting.
excellent. So how do you feel? How do you feel when you have that, when you actually have that 5 to 10 minutes and you've done one of your tips?
Oh, so
Like, how does your day go?
it's a huge difference because you're driving to work and you're not in a frenzy. You know, you had your breakfast, so you're not hangry. You come in and you feel like super organized and ready to handle whatever it is at work instead of running in frantic because you didn't have enough time to do what you wanted to in the morning. Now you're coming in and your stress hormones are already through the roof. And it sets the tone for the day, for positive or for negative.
Right. So don't you feel like, what's the difference for you? So when you don't, I know how I feel when I don't get to do one of my tips in the day. It takes me longer to get to that positive thought. Like, it takes me longer to get that positive energy.
Yeah, and I feel like if you start the day in a stressful way, you're more likely to see other situations that happen during the day in that stressful light. Whereas if you start your day in positivity, then, you know, if something stressful does happen, you tend not to think of it being as bad as you would if you were already in that stress mode.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Like, there's so many different people out there, right? Everyone, things make us tick differently. So
maybe, you know, you listed a lot of things in the beginning about meal prepping, what were some of the, setting out your clothes.
Yeah,
so
setting the table the night before.
Routine could be so foreign to them that maybe all of that seems like a lot. I think just to start off, pick one or two things. Like for me, as long as I pick out my clothes for the next day,
yep,
and make sure I have, whoops.
Sorry guys, we're
Jake
live.
was calling. Sorry Jake, you'll see this. I make sure that I have my clothes out, make sure that I made a big dinner so that the leftovers are for lunch the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two things that really help me out a lot.
So what were you telling me about what is it called? I don't do it because my family's bigger, but what works for you? You order fresh?
HelloFresh. Me and my friends have been doing HelloFresh. Definitely not.
We're not getting paid, but we would love to.
We're just hoping for any followers at this point. But for me, I live by myself. I don't have like a bunch of people to cook for, so it doesn't always make sense to do a huge grocery haul and make all these meals. But there's different
ones, but you swear by this one.
Me and my friends have been using HelloFresh. The meals are really good. You can pick from a bunch of different ones. You can pick what day of the week you want your food delivered. It comes with the recipes. They all take about a half hour. Honestly, like on busy weeks, especially weekends where I'm away, I can come in Monday knowing my HelloFresh is going to be here, and automatically I have a few meals already planned. Because sometimes just the thinking of like, oh, now I have to pick something to eat, like I have to figure out what to even get at the grocery store, stresses me out.
Yeah.
I just want that decision to be like already half made. So if you really, really hate food prep, look.
I love it.
Yeah, everyone's different. Depends how much time you have. Depends how
Yeah.
many people you have to cook for.
Yeah.
If you find it really hard to get into the food prep thing, look into the different meal delivery services because there's so many now. It's becoming such a thing, and
So,
it really does help.
Do you get leftovers with that, or does it just one meal?
It'll be leftovers. If I make one for dinner, then my lunch is taken care of the next day. Also, I
Wow.
notice I eat way more vegetables when I do these because they teach you how to cook vegetables in a way where they taste great. Like honestly, these are better than restaurant meals. So,
Wow.
I think it's a really good way for people to.
And it's all organic, right? Like
You can pick ones that are. It depends on which one I think. So like there's vegetarian, gluten-free, all kinds of stuff.
But the whole point is it takes the thought out of having that protein, having that healthy carb, having that healthy fat. It comes with everything.
It's
already in there.
Balanced and ready, and you can pick the things that you like. So it's all about thinking about the habits that you want to put in your life, and if some of them are
Positive
harder
ones.
and if some of them are harder, maybe brainstorm a way to make it easier. For me, food prep was hard, so then I started using the HelloFresh, made it easier. For me, like making a nighttime routine was hard, so I started with one thing, which was, okay, I'm going to set out my clothes for the next day. So first I would check the weather, see what the weather was going to be, pick out my clothes, and that was one less thing I had to do in the morning. And then once I got used to that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to add a second habit on. And you can start from there. So you don't have to feel like, oh my god, I have to do all these things right now.
No.
You can start super small, even if it's just making your bed in the morning.
Oh my god,
that's a morning routine. And then you can add something onto that. Okay, after I make my bed, I'm going to have a big glass of water. Now you have two things.
Yep.
And you can go however fast or slow you want. Just, like, you'll know what's right for you.
Yeah. Like, I have a family of 5. So she's single, but I have a family of 5. So food prepping for us totally works. The meal is cooked. It's all ready to go. At least cooked for us until Wednesday. And then I gotta cook again. But at least it's done and we don't have to think about it.
That's funny that you say Wednesday, because I feel like I have 2 times per week that I'll do a mass cook where I'll cook a few meals, and one is usually like Monday nights, and then by like Wednesday I'll have to do another one, and that gets me through the week. So instead of spending all this time every single night, like say, okay, I know that on Tuesdays I'm too busy after work, so that means on Monday I make sure that I make enough food that I have food for Monday night, Monday lunch, and Monday night, Tuesday lunch, and Tuesday dinner, and Wednesday lunch, because I'm not gonna have time on Tuesday to make the next day. So if you think ahead and plan that way,
to get you
it saves you so much stress and time. And because the food's already made and you're packing it and you're taking it with you, you're not tempted to eat unhealthy things or go through the drive-through or buy the junk at the gas station or whatever. So it's anticipating your week and trying to come up with ways, even if they're small at first, to make it a little bit easier. Even if you make your week 2% easier, you're doing the thing. You're doing it.
Yeah. And it's,
So, yeah.
So, we can't end this, my audience knows we cannot end this unless I talk about you going to the mirror.
So, here's what the plan is. Because we're talking about habits, if you tie one habit to one that you already do, it makes it a million times easier, I've found.
Oh my God.
We all brush our teeth, I hope. When you brush your teeth, you're already in there, you're at the mirror, took all that. That's the hardest part, is getting to the mirror.
Getting
and
to
remember,
the mirror. Yes.
Now, when you're brushing your teeth, think to yourself,
no, we're not thinking to ourselves.
Okay.
We have to. No, I ask my audience.
So after you're done brushing your teeth, because you probably can't say it while you have
we
the
say, I've been driving into them, and I love you guys. And if you're new, come on in, and I want you to practice this. You're going to say to yourself, out loud, I love myself. So you're going to say, you love yourself, you are proud of yourself, you had a great day, and tomorrow's a great new day, and it's a whole new fresh start. So go to the mirror and you're going to tell yourself, you love yourself. You matter. Everything that you do matters. You matter.
Do it every time you brush your teeth. And in the
Out loud.
comments, make a comment, say, I love myself.
Yep.
So then hopefully we can start this and make it a thing, because it'll be a very,
Yeah.
it'll put positive energy out into the whole world. And
it's going to transform that
Yeah.
positive energy. Their kids are
It
going to feel it.
snowballs.
Oh, their dog,
Yep.
your cat, your spouse, your friends. Positive thoughts, positive energy, guys.
It's contagious.
It's contagious.
All right.
So,
Have
love
a good
you guys.
week.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Labor Day.
Oh, yeah.